The reason so many New Year's resolutions fail comes down to why the resolution was made in the first place. So let's talk about it. Hey everyone, my name is Chris Pavla and welcome to What Jesus Says About, where Jesus speaks for himself so you can respond for yourself. And don't forget to hit subscribe so you can stay up to date on what Jesus says about topics important to you. Now, by this third week of January, over half of New Year's resolutions have failed, and by the 31st of January, over 80% of New Year's resolutions have failed. And like I said, the reason so many resolutions fail comes down to why you made the resolution. And then think about it. A resolution implies that there's something you want to change. There's mistakes you've made, there's things you regret, and you feel guilty. And so when the calendar goes out with the old and in with the new, we try to do the same ourselves and go out with the old and in with the new, and we'll make a resolution. But come February 1st, we find out that nothing was really different. But what we wanted wasn't a resolution. What we wanted was an absolution. Now, this is a word that we don't use very often, but you love the way it feels because absolution means new. It's a fresh start. It's a clean slate. It's a thing you celebrate on New Year's Eve when you talk about how your regrets will be forgot and never brought to mind. Or as Jesus would describe absolution, it means forgiven. Like there's this one time in the biographies of Jesus, we find out that Jesus is traveling and he sees a man who's paralyzed. And right before he heals the man, Jesus tells him, "Cheer up, your sins are forgiven." Now, I don't know how you define this word forgiveness, but for Jesus, it means like a fresh start, a clean slate. It means absolution. And so notice the order. Jesus forgives the man, then he heals them, and then he tells him to get up, take your mat, and walk. In other words, his new behavior followed his new lease on life. His resolution followed his absolution. And when it comes to you and your New Year's resolutions and whether or not you succeed or whether you fail, it comes down to understanding, am I seeking a resolution or am I seeking absolution? Because guilt is a terrible motivator. So when you make a resolution to spend more time with your kids or to call your mother, are you making that resolution from a place of guilt or from a place of forgiveness and grace? Or when you make a resolution to diet or to exercise more, are you making that resolution from a place of guilt that you haven't taken care of your body? Or are you making that resolution from a place of acceptance that you're beautiful and accepted as you are? Are you seeking a resolution or an absolution? Thanks so much. We'll see you soon.